Go live. It's blocking it. Oh, I got
sunshine shining. Florida's the place. Gardens growing. We've got that grace. You should join us, making life better. Live with South Florida sunshine diva. In the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom. Dance with your neighbor. Dance for your friends. Live for the moments. Join the ocean breeze. Hearts and sing. Community strong, dreams we link. Let's grow together, making it brighter. Unity in our stride, passions right. In the gardens of life where we plant our pride. Live with South Florida sunshine diva. In the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom. Dance with the neighbor, dance for your friends. Florida's the place. Gardens growing. We've got that grace. You should join us, making life better. Live with South Florida sunshine diva. In the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom. Dance with your neighbor. Dance for your friends. Live for the moments. Join the ocean breeze. Hearts and sing. Community strong, dreams we link. Let's grow together, making it brighter. Unity in our stride, passions right. In the gardens of life where we plant our pride. Live with South Florida sunshine diva. In the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom.
now I'm gonna get caught in the you. It's been a while. I just saw you in the bottom pop in. Yay!
I'm
Sorry
behind.
about the intro, guys. Yeah, I was just asking my friend here, Miss Diva in the Dirt. Please welcome Maureen Washington. How they are able, her and Shawnee seem to be able to just, click the button and play their theme song in the beginning or their intro. And I was like, oh, well, let me try that without the countdown. So, my friends and family over here don't have to wait for the countdown and the song. It blocked it. The go live button put a drop down right in front of what I had to click.
Oh no, that's what happened.
Yeah, and then it stayed there. Hey, Serena.
Oh,
Welcome back, hon. I am so sorry that you got timed out. I don't know what happened. We still don't know what happened. I tried to get you out of it last live, but I'm so glad to see you back. But thank you, CR, for being first-ish and then second-ish. Good friend here, Miss Steven the Dirt, came in second. Thank you. And our Passamaquoddy listening in the background. She's got a very early morning. Thanks, Passamaquoddy. Appreciate you. I do not like early mornings. Duncan, 1900 Homestead. Welcome in, Brenda. I think it's Miss Sharon came in next. Is
yep,
that
I see
it?
Miss
Yeah.
Sharon. There she is.
Sharon, a wonderful mod.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can't
Aid.
hear very well. I missed something. Hey, Aiden here. Good to see you, Aid. And Rob giving me a hard time. Yeah, that was an interesting intro. And I'm not even drinking. Good golly. I'm just drinking coffee and bubbly fruit juice.
CR saw the quick start.
I know.
I made sure I took my camera down because I hate it when you're like.
Should have done that. That would have been probably a good thing to do. But
hey, Rob.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think we can edit that out. Is what I heard from Diva to Shawnee the other night that you can edit it.
Hey, Tamika.
It probably won't. It's good to see you, Tamika. It's so funny. I was just thinking, I don't know whose shorter channel, and I saw you comment, and I was like, oh yeah, I miss Tamika. I haven't seen her in a while. And good to see you, Serena. But speaking of bubbly, this is my bubbly juice water, but I bought the bubbly. That's kind of what led me on this whole thing tonight. I wanted to talk about different ways that we can give gifts Some people aren't into that. Maybe they do experiences with their loved ones, which is great too. What was this? It was probably A's fault. She got tied down. I don't know if A can overstep it or not, Rob. He might be able to. He's got that extra power. Yeah, it'll be for the blooper reel. Hey, Tuck.
Hey, Tuck.
I totally understand, Tuck. Thank you.
You and me both. I need some sleep as well.
Yeah. Yep. Me too. The other day it was like, because Theron is off, and yeah, I got to take a nap, and I could have kept sleeping through. I just could have. I thought it was an hour. It was like 3 hours long. Hey, Ian. Thanks for coming.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning. I'm having a little coffee, but I got in trouble for it. Yep. Our special girl told me. Special lady. She's not no longer a girl, but she's your girl. She'll always be your girl. Yeah. Marissa gave me the finger, and not the naughty one. She gave me the teacher finger. The naughty. Get off your coffee. It's not good for your belly. Wow.
Yeah. Well, when she started to explain to me the other day about what coffee was originally an actual drug. And and so like I was hoping when she came back that she was actually going to explain the whole thing to you, because it's like it's not something that we should be drinking, unfortunately. So
dang. Yeah, because it really helps me kind of wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
But I've been off of it before, and it's funny because I was off of it going into fostering, and we knew we were going to do the babies, and like maybe I think it was up to 2 years old. We knew that was what God was calling us to. And I remember a girl that I was hanging out with from church, and she's like, yeah, you're not going to stay off coffee for long if you're doing that age group, because she had a newborn at the time. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're probably right, because I've drank coffee most of my life, and I know exactly what you're talking about because I have my daughter. And we might be getting like, you don't know how long you'll have the babies for. So you could be going through that whole transition month with one baby, and then they're like, well, everything's okay. They're going back, and they bring you another one that's not sleeping. What Cologne say to the perfume? Don't marry me. I haven't got a scent. That's cute. But anyway, what I was looking up was Maureen and Marissa have done 2 videos now on. Well, you might have done a third. I think I got a notification. Did you put out another video today, or was it a short?
A short.
Okay.
Yeah, I put out about the last 2 weeks. I've put out 3 shorts throughout the week.
Oh, girl.
Well, that's where subs really come in from the shorts, though.
They do. They do. That's true. But I've been thinking about it more about getting natural probiotics, and I love this stuff that I was telling you about called Kavita, which is the kefir granules, but it's water kefir and not dairy kefir. The dairy kefir I've tried before, and it's like, I can't do it.
You have to wipe your tongue off after you drink it.
Yeah, I don't like.
I have had some store-bought kefir, and it was strawberry flavored, and that was like really nice strawberry milkshake. But you go, but because and it is by the company. It was by Olympia, which is made here in Canada, and just on the mainland here, and they are like, if you're going to eat yogurt, it's like eat Olympia, because it doesn't have as much processing done to it.
Got it. So yeah. Cabot used to be that way in Vermont. I don't know if they still are that way, but it was local dairy farmers, and it was a lot less processing. Oh, that's great, Anne, that you're getting on top of it. Well, it's been, I think I'm on my 5th year now, and I still am not on top of it, but God keeps throwing me loops with, the little one. So, and then also the older one getting her full-time job. Did it too.
Which also makes you have a full-time job.
Yes, then I have a full-time job.
You have a new full-time job. Yeah, I'm gonna flash this up just for a second. But that's me getting 3 videos done.
Amazing.
For Vlogmas. They're uploaded. They're not, they won't be released until but they're filmed, edited, all of that stuff, thumbnails, and I'm keeping a theme, so they'll all have this kind of really. I'll show from distance. You can't see what it is. This red theme.
It'll have that pop. It has a pop to it.
It does. I like just looking at it. I watch the videos and I go, oh, they're not that good, but the thumbnail looks really great.
Right. I do have fun on those. Yeah, doing some of those sometimes. Even the one tonight, like I liked finding that picture, and then I like removing the background of us and putting it on the other thing that I made for the thumbnail.
I haven't scheduled them yet, and because I've been contemplating, am I going to do 24 days? And this is giving me a little head start because I will be filming throughout December as well. But I decided to do 12 days, so that takes that pressure off, and then I'm just going to do them every second day. So it'd be 1, 3, 5, 7 is how they'll come out. But I thought I saw.
Yes, your sleepy-headed son is in here.
Are you going home now? Oh yeah, it's 8:41. Are you in the Uber going home? Because you said I'm going to take an Uber.
I think he means he's home. Home, going to bed super early.
Okay. So then you did take the Uber. But I wanted to go back. Well, have a good sleep, darling.
Oh, good. He's in his house already. He said, "Now I'm in my house." Good.
But there was something that CR had said is that he was going to go and do a bunch of filming, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like,
yeah, how are you going to do late night? I guess you're not doing. Oh, he might be doing indoor gardening. Are you doing the challenge, CR, with GT?
Well, he says he's maintained a video scheduling for over a year now.
That's great.
No, I can't. I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants. So, and I edit them. I'm filming them and editing them, and so I did all 3 over the last little while, whatever, and then to bring them up to YouTube.
Yeah,
Storms.
Thank you, sweet friend. Thanks, Storms. Cats. So going back to, how do you say it? Kefir?
Kefir.
Kefir.
Okay.
Kefir. So I like this kefir stuff. And it's the Vlogmas challenge. Oh, the other challenge is the growing indoor challenge from GT and Mike's Chaotic Gardening do it. GT Junior's channel. They've been doing it. I think it's the third or fourth year doing it.
Yeah, it's Vlogmas is what I'm.
And the other one is
doing.
Vlogmas.
Yeah, because apparently it's supposed to help with your. Sorry to interrupt. It's supposed to help.
Growing. Yeah.
For channel growth, people that do Vlogmas, and so I just thought I will take on that challenge and see if it does generate some dedicated subscribers.
So after, I'm going to put that up so I remember, because it's like
yes.
So anyway, the kefir, right? Kefir.
She says kefir.
I say kefir. I've always called it kefir. I didn't know it's kefir. It inspired me because it made me think of my great grandmother, who makes and has always made. Well, she doesn't make it anymore unless they're making it in heaven. But she made her own root beer, kefir down here. Okay, you guys say kefir like I do? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to go and get it the proper pronunciation. I'm going to go and look it up.
Anyway, that stuff that I like to drink, that's probiotic and natural, made me think of my great grandmother, made me think of how she used to make her own root beer. And my mom used to talk about it and how it was delicious. And it was PA. So what we would always order when we would go up there, the older family members would get kegs of beer at the family reunion, and younger we get birch beer. And you do use birch in the mix. There's birches added to the mix. Well, I looked it up to actually look up kits or just even a recipe for probiotic, because the idea is to make a probiotic soda. That's where the kefir or kefir is why I was thinking of it. And and I found this website. So I'm going to bring it up, and it has all kinds of kits. But I'm thinking not just for us to purchase the kits, we could make them too ourselves.
Oh yeah. So we don't do much proper down here.
Yeah. Let me see if I can present it. But yeah, I was so like, oh yeah, these are such great ideas for Christmas or the holidays, whatever holiday, you're celebrating. Because it's not just like a gift that, they'll put in their closet and forget about. Hopefully it's something maybe that they'll do
Can I
with a
add it to
family
stage?
member. Let me see. Yeah, go ahead and add it. Yeah. It's all kinds of different fun kits, and it's funny because Maureen looked at the same one I did. These are the ones. Let me see if I can find the price. Yeah, under 50. They had one that was under that, but I'm not gonna. And like some of them we could do, like gourmet oil dipping spice kit. That's something you can go and get those tins. Well, maybe not the case, but you could go and get the tins from Michael's, get a 40% off coupon, and those are wedding tins for favors that you could use. And just, you could put magnets on the back. And, whether you've grown the spices yourself or you order them in bulk for yourself and then you make presents out of them, that you could put that kit together yourself. Things like that. It's just like, it's a whole bunch of ideas for us gardeners and farmers, homesteaders, even preppers. But here's their root beer kit. It's $35. It's going to bring it up. Yeah, there we go.
I've got it on full screen, Carol.
You. It's $35, but then it talks about what's in it, which was kind of cool. And it doesn't have any corn syrup or food coloring. They use a Carmeli, you're going to Demerara, I can't say it. It's a certain type of sugar. Demerara sugar, which is like a raw sugar. Brown. They usually like pack it. It's really like a raw sugar. And a custom blend of real sarsaparilla, birch bark.
Sarsaparilla? You got to say it. Sarsaparilla.
I need some like cafe doors when I say that. Sarsaparilla. Birch bark, and then ginger root and juniper berries was a surprising one to me. I'm like, juniper berries? I didn't know that juniper berries went into it. The only thing that concerns me is they said you can use yeast in it. And I'm like, I don't know if that's how my, grandma did it. But this is what made me use the website and talk about it on my, my live tonight. Made in Florida. A lot of these kits are local. They're like United States. So I thought rather than giving our business to just, that place, the Red Dragon place, there are options. Hey, DCBs, what's wrong? What's the face? How are you?
Grow up in an ape.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're going to keep going. Military or military. Let's call the whole thing off.
Right.
And CR said pot-a-toe or pot-a-o.
We've lost our friends and family. Oh no, there they go. The other thing that I used to do, and I actually pulled out an old example because they say it's because of my star sign. I don't usually believe in that, but for some reason, people that are born under Leo seem to like shiny things, and that is actually very true of me. I'm like a bird.
Oh, shiny.
Squirrel. I'm trying to see if I can change the settings because I won't be able to bring it up too well. Turn off the virtual background blur. There we go. But I'm going to blow myself up for just a second, my friend. I was making bracelets years ago. These are actual Swarovski, like bicone crystals. I bought them from a jeweler. And then I had sterling silver little charms. This one said love. I had all different types because I was making them for my daughter used to ride at a barn. And I found an H&H. Hey, I had found an H&H, like the sterling silver alphabet letters. And they were called Horses in the Handicapped at that time. Let me see if I can change this. Hold on, Barry. I got to get myself out of solo.
It storms or
Storms, radios, and cats popped up just as I was saying.
Or storms.
Oh, there he is. Nope. There he is. Welcome, Storms. But that's,
Oh, we're
you
gonna
don't
play
have
that
to,
game. Okay.
yeah, you don't have to use like high quality. You can, for kids, you
Mhm.
can create like even a little beading kit for them and do the same thing. Go to your craft store, check and see if they
Mm.
have, see if they have coupons and gather your stuff maybe on coupon days so you can cut down the cost, especially if you have like a lot of nieces and nephews. And even like Diva goes to a big gathering, like stretchy bracelets with those names that, with the letters
Mhm.
and the colors. eh, They they sometimes like to do that, the younger kids. I think even some of the older kids do that. I think I saw something at concerts for a certain performer. They exchange bracelets, the fans of that performer. Oh,
Made a
that's
little mini
sweet,
pillow.
DR.
Mhm.
Is that, yeah, let's go to that too next. Let me pull up that banner. Did you guys get to answer that question
I didn't
that
see
I
the
put
question.
up? And it basically was asking you about what was maybe one of your favorite, um, what was your favorite gift you were given that cost less than $10 to $25, like up to 25, or even below, like 25 and below. I'm trying to figure out how to just pop that out to read it. It had it. Hold on. There
I
we
don't
go.
know.
Oh, nobody answered, it looks like. What? Nobody has answered the question yet. So maybe somebody could answer it in the side chat. That would be great. If you've thought of any. Or we can come back to it too. Give you guys a little bit of time to think. But yeah, that website, and also
Goblin.
on Etsy, you can do local shopping. Hey, Kentucky Goblin, welcome in. What's that? Limited.
So it says, what was your favorite gift you were given at cost of less than $10 to $25? And then the other option is ask something.
Mhm.
It's not giving me any other options.
Is it giving
says
you the
ask.
option to answer the question?
Usually
That's why I don't have any answers.
It's
it's
saying
just
ask.
usually it's a poll.
Okay, yeah, I didn't do a poll. It said Q&A, and I did the
Mm.
Q&A. So maybe it's basically it
That's
pops
for
up, and then
viewers
you.
to ask you a question.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no,
That's
I
what
don't. I
can't
don't
think
know
of.
about that one, but I thought it was going to pop up because it says that like you can go to a special area.
Mm.
Yes, that's what I've made before too. The salves. I haven't done the lip balm, but I want to do a lip scrub, Miss Sharon.
Oh, sorry.
Beauty berry syrup.
I just think about making a lip scrub. It's like lips are so like they're just so tiny in the first place. Like it's
I
like
know. You only need a little bit. It's a little sugar
mm,
scrub. It's very
mm,
easy to make. It's really just like coconut oil. You can put a little beeswax in there if you want it firmer, but it's just like sugar. If you want to use like an essential oil, you don't
oh
have
yeah.
to though. You can just use brown sugar.
Mhm.
Some people use agave syrup in it to give it a little more sweetness. Ooh,
Oh.
sugar cookie. That sounds good.
Can you make basil pesto with lime juice? Does anybody know?
I don't see why not, but I've never had it that way before. It's just gonna have a little bit different flavor profile. It's gonna be
It'd be
limey instead of
it'd be very tasty. It would
yeah,
be very tasty.
definitely. I like that idea though, Miss Sharon, especially dehydrating. I've never tried the dehydrate. Oh, yes, I have. I've had dehydrated marshmallows. What am I talking about? Swiss Miss. But they're not
There
real.
you go.
I used to love those things, and now they even like they're all junk, like what's in them. But now they even sell them in like the container. Like when we were kids, didn't we want that though? That's all we wanted. It was just a
Yeah,
dumb
but
little
now they're
tiny
like
marshmallow.
this big.
Yeah, they made them smaller. They're like
2 sessions are gone.
yeah. Okay. Oh
Ridiculous.
no.
Where is it?
So I'm up here on this live and the cat's got the zoomies.
Oh great.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, when you
GT,
were drinking your coffee, there was one cat in the back there just, hands up stretching and then the other one like, "Oh, I'll do it too." And then Hey GT, what's up? What's up? Just want to know what's up. What's up?
Hi, GT.
It's my brother from another mother. But yeah, I like that idea a lot, Miss Sharon. And yeah, we need to get you carpet, some remnants and build them a ramp up the wall. And they can do the zooming and just do that behind you.
I might make that happen this summer.
Even if you put it in front of you, that was my idea, because then you can be shooting video and you can decide if you want to like put the cat on a different, rectangle while you're live.
Well, you see how wide this camera angle is. So it wouldn't be any trouble. Just set the camera up and just let
you could do it behind you too. I just didn't know if it would be
cats are throwing a live stream.
Yeah.
Just put them up on StreamYard.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. A box of rifle shotgun ammo is always a great gift, but getting harder to keep it under. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe look for sales right now for those things. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to thank you, Rob, for bringing that up. Let me see. I have my little notepad and of course my telephone. I forgot about. The other thing was we all get, all these kinds of catalogs and stuff. My mom used to love this, the Harry and David catalogs. And, they can get exorbitant for, the baskets, that they do.
Oh, yeah.
But you really, all you need is wrapping paper for plant people. And you just go to the big box store and hello, look at that. It's a gardenia. And what did they do? Oh, they just wrap the bottom in some nice red stuff. And a lot of places do that already. For the holidays, they'll have that. But even doing your own like box of say homemade cookies with the recipe included if you want. And that's
nice.
Like if you're going to maybe a house party, you can bring more than just like an assortment. It's all in finding the boxes too, like inexpensive. Sometimes the Dollar Tree will have things like that. Or even the ones where you can, was that the Zoomies? What was that noise?
CR's post.
Oh, the cats. Oh my goodness.
That's good. Meowfie?
Meowfie?
Those are Meowfie cats.
I have one that's sassy, yeah.
Anymore. It was stuffed. Cute. I like the little. Yeah, that's a great idea. Oops. Yeah. No wrapping. That's a great idea. That's cute. I just did like the bags that you get for like birthday parties, just the clear cellophane, and got really cute twine and made tags and did like the homemade cookies. Hey, official Jamia.
Hello, Jamie.
When I did that, like some people, if you're making like certain traditional cookies, they're really happy to get them if like their parent, like they might have lost a parent in that year that used to make those traditional cookies for them. And it can be an adult. Like that is just like, oh, my mom used to make these. I love those. That's what happened when I did them. I did cookies and I did you could choose. Like when we were going to church and I was, I forget. It was when I think I was on the worship team then. And I did like a hand scrub and it was also the hand scrub had where you could just, had a little soap in it too. So it was like by your kitchen. It was like a cranberry orange scented, and those were in tiny little mason jars that have like same thing. Got them at the wedding section at Michael's. Put that, and then the other thing was I did traditional cookies and did the whole twine thing. So there's, you can do homemade gifts too that are thoughtful. I can't read all these tonight, Serena. We're talking about gifts tonight. Do you have any gifts that really
it's a little off topic
made you happy that were under $25, like growing up in the last couple of years, or any even websites that are local? Go ahead, Barry.
Oh, I'm sorry. You showed all the sweets on there in the catalog, and immediately the Russian tea cakes came to mind that my mom makes every Christmas. And I was like, oh yeah. It's making my mouth water.
What's in a Russian tea cake?
Yeah. What's a Russian? Yeah.
No, I'll just look it up for you. Because
Okay.
it's they're like they're like little cakes, but go ahead.
No, yeah, it's like it's not exactly what's in them, but what do you remember about them? Like, what was the taste? Was there cinnamon? Was it vanilla tasting, or
The powdered sugar, I think there's like walnuts in them, and they're not. You look at your first look at them, you think, oh, these are going to be hard, maybe break a tooth, but no, they're like.
Are they like does it have a nut in them, like where like those pecan cookies that just fall apart? Like I make a wedding cookie, but instead of walnuts, I use the pecans. We've always used pecans instead of walnuts, and it's like a wedding. It looks like a wedding cookie, but it's not a wedding cookie. I think butter balls. That's what they're called, and they're rolled in a lot of powdered sugar, warm out of the oven, and they just like turn to dust and butter in your mouth. They're delicious. Like sweet.
Here, I got you a picture if you want to see it.
okay?
Okay, you can pop that up. I'm looking for something for a sec.
The history of Russian tea cakes is somewhat mysterious. They are also known as a Mexican wedding cakes or Italian wedding cookies.
Okay, very similar.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's just invite somebody new to the stage. Shawnee Rose.
Yay! Hey, girl.
They first appeared in Eastern Europe, but it's known. But it is known that they were served in 18th century Russia during tea ceremonies.
Look at I love your shirt, Shawnee.
Isn't this green?
Shawnee.
She totally missed it. What? Are we on Temu now? What happened?
What are we shopping for?
Why is it
all
showing
recipes?
ads?
Look
That's
at
not
this
what I
gorgeous shirt. Here, I gotta. If I put a. It looks.
You know what?
lovely.
Get it? Because there wasn't ads when I looked at it. Now it's like, oh, Barry's showing something. Let's throw ads up for Temu.
Yeah, Rob, sorry.
Okay, fine.
I should have ordered
Oh,
the
look
extra
at
large,
that.
but I like it.
Sporting that.
Yeah, it actually looks like
sporting
it
the
fits you well.
See, that's the problem. I don't like when things fit me well.
Yeah.
My husband does. I do not.
Right. I
And
like
then
them a little
my
baggier.
sweater, my hoodie hasn't even like been made yet.
Oh wow.
I was like,
Keep your
Yeah.
mouth shut.
Toilet paper,
Okay.
eh? That's a good way to keep them around compared to the gifts I was suggesting. Okay.
So is this it?
Yeah, see, and mine look like that, but I think the Russian and the Mexican have like a lemon zest or a citrus zest
Yeah.
in them.
Is
Yeah,
that
they
it,
have a
Storms?
zest,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm-
Yeah, there's probably the nuts look like they might be a little bit more refined in those, but
Right.
his mom.
Well, I did find one that had oh yeah, see, it has the hazel
nuts.
walnuts and hazelnuts.
Yep.
In there.
Yeah. The Italian wedding cookies usually have like a lemon zest into them.
Grandma made those. What you're talking about, Carol? Grandma would make those, but
Okay.
Mom made the Russian tea
But-
cakes.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
chocolate.
Look at
filled,
this
that's
one
a good
here.
Whoa.
Are you getting that?
It's-
Oh no. Are we having a trouble with I think I have Wi-Fi. Are you
Chocolate filled Russian tea cakes.
Yeah, it's also snowballs. They called them snowballs, official Jamia. Some people call them that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
I'll
sorry,
close that one
CR.
off. Stop sharing.
They're only supposed to play every half hour because last time they just chose whenever and they were coming like a lot. So I was like, no. So then that lets me know that we've gone into our live about a half an hour. I'm sorry about that. Yeah,
Mhm.
now it's going into food chat.
Mhm.
But yeah, I haven't I'm gonna say I haven't made I don't make a lot of cookies because like Miss Sharon said, like it's my husband, myself, the kids, and Malachi and Hannah both have like dietary stuff that they, can't eat. Like Malachi can't have dairy. We'll have ice cream on cake, but he can't have any ice cream or whipped cream unless it's like the coconut or almond based one. I miss the
Looks yummy,
Coke.
whatever it is.
Coke.
Yeah, I'll take the blame for the food talk. We could steer it back the way you wanted it.
I have more
Yeah.
food things to show if we want to talk about gifts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Go ahead. For sure.
Okay, button.
Need to look at what my banners were.
Well, wait, I don't.
Yeah, that one was the friends and family, which nobody seemed to answer. Nobody got a good like homemade gift that they like.
So the way the feature works that you used, what is this asking me? The
Versus-
question feature
Yeah.
versus poll. It
Right.
just asks the question. So when you come into chat, that's like the question for tonight. There is
Yeah,
no
I had
response
that.
box.
Okay.
It's just you would type your answer in the chat to the host. Where
Got
a
it.
poll has the answer boxes.
And then you
It's a
do the
different feature.
percentage.
And I love to see that you're using banners and interacting with your audience for the YouTube.
I
That's
loved
great.
that idea. Plus, it helps me stay on task with my, whee! There's something sparkly. Yeah, the homemade gifts. That was part of it too. So now you're gonna talk about some of the
I
food
can't
and
figure
homemade
this
gifts.
out. I have pictures that I downloaded, I thought, right? And I'm trying to share them.
Oh, StreamYard's such a pain when it
And
comes
I don't
to
know
that.
how to. You guys keep talking about
Okay.
stuff.
Bring
So-
bring the first picture up that you want, right?
Yeah.
Oh, here
Um,
we got an answer.
Resize it so it's like on the right hand
I've got a
side,
big one. Yep.
and then go to present,
Yep.
and then
When I click slides and PDFs and I go to your computer and I go to my
Why?
pictures, it's like
that's
not
your problem. You're going to my computer.
Oh, go to
No,
we make
no,
the
you just
joke.
want to do share screen, darn
Yeah,
it.
just share screen.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
work. It doesn't pull up the pictures,
From
The
share
video.
screen?
right? It just shows up my browser for like Google. It doesn't show
okay.
that I have pictures open. So I have to figure this
Oh.
out.
Oh,
On the
then,
other
that's weird.
Because you can't do it from slides and PDFs. You have to do it from share screen, the option on the bottom.
That's neat. I love that. I wanted to get to that. I didn't want
I
to
know.
overlook it.
Oh, there's a
My favorite
window
gifts were
tab.
from my kids and nieces and nephews during Christmas craft night. I love that. And that's that one, the uncommon, has
I
really
figured
some great ideas on it, Jamia, to do with like kids. Yeah, like that.
This is
Make
one of
brownie
the things
mixes.
I do. This is a brownie mix. This
Yeah.
is not gluten free, if I remember right. This was last year's Christmas, but you
Yeah.
could definitely tweak
Totally.
these. So that was one. I have more if I can. There was a tab I had to go to. Instead of Chrome, I had to go to Windows, is why I couldn't find anything.
You can do that with anything. It's just, then tell them what to add. Like,
I'm
I
just
mean, not
learning.
just brown. I meant like your brownie mix, your homemade from scratch brownie mix is fantastic. And then you can
Okay.
do that with any recipe
So here's the
like-
next one.
for like cookies and goodies like that. I had somebody do that with chocolate chip cookies, I think. And then
Oh,
they
sorry.
added Christmas
So this
sprinkles.
is a Christmas morning pancake
Oh,
mix kind of
yeah.
thing. So you need to add the milk and egg, but the mix has already been done for you.
Love
Again,
it.
you could make
Those
this
are lovely.
gluten-free.
They are
You just print out the label and tape it on
really cute.
in a
Labels
quart-sized
too.
jar. I have 2 more, I think, and then I'll be done.
Always like getting the decorations made by the kids. Yeah, for the Christmas tree and to hang up. Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah, the food too. Oh, those
CR.
are pretty. I like
Cranberry
that.
winter cookies.
Yummy.
Mm.
That's what they look like when they're done.
They're beautiful. That's great.
All I heard was cookies.
You're so
I-
positive, Kentucky Goblin. So positive. I don't need no brownie mix.
Mm.
And then
course,
one of
you
the
sound a
last
little
ones
different.
that I did was a toffee blondie bar.
Night,
That's what the
Rob
bar looks
Amos.
like
Have a good night.
when it's done.
Mm.
Aw. Yeah.
So it's ingredients that I pretty much had for the most part, and I kind of
Right.
have jars all the time, and I just needed to have my printer print a label that I copied from the internet. I did not create those.
Yeah.
And
that's
bada bing,
cool.
bada boom, there's a gift.
Yeah,
That's
I totally love that
awesome.
idea.
And it doesn't make clutter in your house because you just eat it.
It's like,
Right.
oh, thank you so much. Where am I going to put
I know.
this?
Everybody's getting
Ah.
hungry.
Clutter thing, I know.
Yes, it's
Have a
like,
good night, Rob.
I've had that where, you get a gift and and it's like, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yes,
I
please
so
hit that
much.
thumb so it shares out over the YouTube averse. Please.
Mhm.
Oh,
I res-
11. Okay.
You guys are talking about root beer. This is a really good book. Now, obviously, it
Ooh.
doesn't come with the ingredients.
Ooh,
The
but
kit
it comes
is
with
pretty
the
cool,
recipes,
but
right?
there's recipes in this.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have one of those old,
it's a really
the,
good book.
the nice bottles. I
Like,
have
there's
one.
3 pages on just root beer.
Oh, I'm gonna have
Mm.
to get that
And
one.
then this is where I got my
You
kefir.
did get the water kefir. Okay, I wanted to get some grains. Yeah.
We can talk about
Where-
how it went,
Mm.
if maybe.
Did it? Are you doing a video on it? Because that was where.
So I'm gonna make it short, hopefully, with the story here. I was so
Okay.
excited, and I followed all the directions, and I got it alive, and I did all the steps. And you can either drink it as the water, or you can add a juice to it, and then it sits and like gets bubbly,
Right.
and you have to burp it, or just consume it, or put it in the fridge. Like there's a timing thing with this, and
Yeah,
so
it
I
said
kept
it's a
doing that.
second. It said that with the kefir, if you want it bubbly like a soda, it's a second ferment. And I was like, well, how?
Mhm.
What? Second
Mhm.
ferment?
It
Is
would be
that
a
just
second ferment, yeah. You would
meaning?
strain the grains out,
Okay.
and you would put the grains back in its mother jar you would feed it. I used maple sugar
Okay.
because that's like a
Yeah.
different kind of sugar, sugars,
Right.
and filtered water, and now it's gonna make another batch, and in my strained liquid, I would add the juice. It's like this much juice to this much
Mm-hmm.
kefir water, and then that would sit on the counter for a day or 2, depends on your temperature of your house, and then you can put it in the fridge or you could drink it. And now I drank just the kefir water, and I tried to do, like, the different juices and stuff, and I got tired of the routine of taking care of it, and I did put it in my fridge, and then I wasn't sure if that was the right thing to do, and I threw them away
Oh
the other
no.
day.
Oh no.
But when I remember when I had to go to the doctor and get put on a medication, it was when I started drinking these.
Oh shoot. So they might have been
And
contaminated.
I'm not gonna get detailed, but
They might have been
I
just a
don't know.
little too cleansing.
They can't tell me, obviously, why I needed to be put on that med. What in my
Ooh.
life caused that?
Can you turn the package over and see where those kefir granules came from? Like what country?
Hmm.
Good question.
Ohio.
Oh, they're from
Oh, there
Ohio.
you go.
Well, okay. It's Cultures for Health. All rights reserved. From Ohio, made in the USA. The ingredients
Okay.
are organic sugar, live active cultures.
They might have caught a culture that wasn't supposed to be
But
in
my
there.
body didn't like it, possibly.
You could have had a bad reaction.
So
to it.
Well, on behalf of my home state, we are sorry.
I would try it again probably, but I don't
Right.
want to take care of it right now. It's like you
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
feed it and strain it and do stuff. Bleh.
Yeah. I was
Okay,
wondering if
so
it was easier than kombucha, or
It was
which.
easier than kombucha. It's much quicker.
Okay, good. Well, I can't have kombucha anyway. I
And
was
it
wondering
tastes
if
better than
kefir.
kombucha. So
Yeah,
I
I
think you
like the
should try it.
Kavita, the one that's in the store. That's the
I've
lemon
never had
ginger.
that.
So
Okay.
I was thinking I'd do the ginger bug and try and make that, but then I was like, well, but that's quick kefir. That's water kefir. Or how do you say it, Marie?
kefir.
Kefir. Duncan, I love that. I'm so glad that you got that given to you. That's those are the kind of things that I cherish too.
Handmade stuff, yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Especially
make a ginger bug, you don't need the grains.
No, you don't. That's why I
No.
was thinking like I could
Nope.
do it with the ginger, but it seems
Mhm.
like I guess they both feed on sugar, so it doesn't matter. They're both that way. Try to make my own ginger ale once. I forgot to stop the process after. Oh my gosh. That was a sure kicker. You probably made ginger alcohol. If you didn't, if you kept fermenting and fermenting, that's probably why it was a kicker.
Ooh, that sounds great, Serena.
That sounds delicious. I meant to tell you that, Serena, when I saw that. I love peppermint bark. I've made that, but really just for, us, and it gets eaten up.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think if it's not Ghirardelli chocolate. It's the other one with a G. But I found out what chocolates Williams Sonoma makes for theirs because I really enjoy theirs. And I just got the same chocolates one year, and oh my gosh, it was so good, and it was less expensive than getting the Williams Sonoma one in the tin. The other thing too, like
it was alcohol. She made alcohol.
Yeah. The other thing too is for new gardeners, perhaps picking up like your favorite book. Like if mine was a Florida gardener that I wanted to do, it doesn't even have to be Christmas, just gift giving. Even I would definitely get them the Florida Survival Gardening or one of David the Good's books about just showing them the difference between northern gardening and Florida gardening. So once they start here from moving from maybe the north, they'll see it's not them, it's our climate, and the differences here, that certain things aren't going to work at the same time of year as they did. And certain plants, like Shawnee was talking about on her live, like certain ones work better in your area than other. Like certain tomatoes in South Florida work better here. Whereas like I can't grow some of the ones everybody's like talking about that are really great because our bugs down here will just devour them. I won't get a tomato.
Nice. I make most of our candies and baked goods for the holidays.
My husband has great memories of that with his mom. His mom made a lot of candy and baked goods. And yeah, he said she would, for the kids, there was 5 of them. It was something not super costly except for, you know, the ingredients. But she would make the divinity and have like a whole table. I don't know if she made ribbon candy, but she would have a whole table of cookies and sweets. And he's a sweet eater. Yeah. And so that was like when he thinks of Christmas, that's what he thinks of all the time. Is that table full of goodies as a kid, waking up.
Yeah.
His mom did. Because they didn't, like, when he grew up, they didn't have much money or anything, you know. And that was just super special. Yes, that is an excellent gift. I was thinking that too.
Depends on the person receiving the gift.
But
Don't
yes,
give
you
me a
do want to be,
candle.
yeah.
Scented candles give me a headache.
Even if they're naturally scented?
No one ever gives me a naturally scented one.
Oh yeah, they give you that. Yeah, so you do have to be
Because
careful.
they're too expensive, you know.
Yeah, the fragrances you have to be. If it's naturally scented with real essential oils, but
I'll wear the size essential oil in a box. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, it's a real essential oil. It's part of the sweet now.
Oh, have you come back from the kitchen? Because I was just gonna join you in there and see what we could forge.
Dip out. But the other thing when Rob mentioned, like for guys, I guess, or even women who like to go or have the extra ammo. The other thing I was thinking of was I was telling Shawnee, I was hoping to get my lights out. We have these floodlights I was going to put on the back patio in place of our patio lights. And I went out and kind of looked at and measured it up. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's not going to work because the light that is there right now is like a rectangle. And the base of the lights I got is like really small. And we have stucco walls out there. It's like all stucco. And I'm like, I really don't want to bother with that. So right now, if you look on Amazon and you need these things, they have tons of the solar floodlights on sale. And you just basically go looking for the ones that have really great reviews. But a lot of them are on really like 2 for $29.99 is what I was finding. And they're larger. They're not the smaller pathway lights. They're the larger ones where you have like 3 or 4 lights on the thing and then the panel on the top.
Like I have on outside here.
Yeah, like a really big one. We started a tradition making each other.
Oh, these are about this big. Really.
Yeah, I got offered one to do for free, like a review, and I didn't do it because that was right around, like, I got offers right when my mom was in hospice, like near the end of hospice, and I was like, I so want your free stuff, but it's so not the time. Let's see, Christmas is when our oldest 2 were little. Now they're all grown up and have carried on the same tradition in their own homes. Oh, I love that. Yeah, it makes me think of too, like simpler days, like Little House on the Prairie, and you know, making each other things
Yeah, like carving something out of wood or just building a box out of wood for
Right.
someone, because everyone could use a new box to put
Yeah.
something in. And nowadays, you got a Cricut, you got a sublimation machine, you got a,
I know.
got
Oh,
your
that wood burner is like an older craft, but I was like, wow, she still used something to put that up to trace it. I forgot what it was, but she used some kind of, maybe she just used, one of those overhead. It's not an overhead projector. It's like the miniature of it, like that you can use. What is that thing
Yeah,
called?
I don't know what it's called.
You can project it, a projector, I guess, for your cell phone, like they have them now, where you can use it as a projector.
Hmm.
And you can just trace things out. Muralists use them. We used to use
Oh,
overhead.
it's like a opaque machine. Opaque machine. Yeah.
Never
Where
heard
you
of
lay
that.
something on the glass, and then it would project it on the wall, and you would trace it.
Yeah, that's an overhead projector. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
just
it's
went
not.
blind.
They're small like this now for your cell
Yeah.
phone. But yeah, that's it. It's the overhead projector.
A lot of us went blind looking at those things.
I know.
Freaking bright.
And using them,
Mhm.
I traced up. We did a whole thing where you decorate the walkway during a certain time of year at, on campus when I went to college. Well, our group, it was the groups that were on campus. Our group was like a Christian group. And so I don't know if it was a Michelangelo, it was Jesus on the cross. And some people were like, oh, we shouldn't do that on the sidewalk and blah, blah, blah. I was catching flack. But I also got compliments on it too. But I did that overhead projector. We projected it onto brown paper, and then you stipple holes through it, and you put it down on the ground, and you can get the outline of it.
The image.
But,
Mhm.
yeah, the image of it. You can also
We're sorry, Randall.
Sorry, oh, Kentucky Goblin. Well, at least with like when we're talking about the ginger bugs and stuff like that, the happy, good belly microbes usually will eat most of the sugar for your body before it gets to you and create probiotics for your body instead. Yeah, that's what we would use it for too. Exactly, Duncan, with the kids if we were going to do a wall mural. I've seen them and I've like, oh, so could want one, but now they have those little mini ones. That's what I wouldn't mind getting. But that's the thing too. Like, I wanted to keep it local, and that was a place that was selling things locally. These kits are local honey. There's a bunch of beekeepers that we see here on YouTube. Look up your local honey makers, get, honey, put maybe a little tea basket together with the local honey, or a cold and flu basket together. Like, here's keeping you healthy basket, whatever. But introduce maybe somebody who's never had raw honey. Say, hey, this is real honey. The stuff in the store, that's not real honey that you're getting unless it's, from a small farmers market. Yes, exactly. And sometimes the rain barrel setup, you can, you might be able to get the barrel itself. It's the pieces you have to part that out, see how much it would be if you make it yourself for somebody.
Your local watershed board might give you a rebate on one.
Yeah, well, our city had a drawing and I was the only one who entered, and I have one out there I got for free. They gave me. And the raised beds you can do cheap by getting cedar pickets. You can make them pretty cheaply and just cutting off the top of the picket, you've got cedar boards.
Mm-hmm.
And you can, if you're a buildy kind of person. I'm
a buildy person, but I'm not necessarily a good builder person.
I just don't have the time, or I would love to.
CR. Yeah, I wear size greenhouse.
Yes, I wear greenhouse too. Yes, the herbal tea kit. Just tell us. You can interrupt us. It's okay.
I'll forget. I'll forget I was going to say it if I don't put it in the...
That's probably what I need to do, but I don't type fast enough. Yeah, I like that's what I was thinking too, like little kits for seeds for different types, like a little tea garden, herb garden. Even like for people that are gardeners, if you have children, And even that one gift that we did that my mom loved and she kept for a long time was all I did was I painted the pot, the terracotta pot. And you usually put down here, you have to put a pot within a terracotta pot because the terracotta pots suck out the water here and the plant can dry up. So I painted it with the outdoor paint, and then I just had the kids do their handprints on the side and in the dish, and then we signed it for what year it was. I'd love to get nice plants. Me too. Yeah, I love fruit trees and nice edible plants for sure. The new one that I'm looking for, I can't find locally yet, but I'm hoping to get it. That's the other thing I was going to say. Etsy, you can look locally. Sometimes eBay, you can search locally to find things for sale, like seeds and things for a gardener, and even stuff that you might be able to repurpose. Like there's people like Brampton who sews. She might be able to, upcycle something, like how sometimes the kids make purses out of old jeans and things like that.
Sierra's not built personally.
You're not built personally?
Yeah.
Follow that one.
Because we were talking about if you're a builder person.
You're a builder person. He's not personally built. The other one was I want to get a hold of some arnica oil because it'll take me a while to do arnica, but I love this arnica peppermint lotion for my feet, and you could do that with a balm instead, or salve for people who work on their feet, have neuropathy, or just need even a little pick me up for wintertime if it's like a nice healing balm. Homemade bug spray too is another one. Who Miss Sharon was mentioning, Beauty Berry. Beauty Berry down here is used for bugs. You rub it.
Never heard of Beauty Berry.
Beauty Berry. It's really pretty, and they make Beauty Berry jelly out of it because it's like fuchsia, but it doesn't taste like a whole lot of much anything.
Okay.
It almost looks like those sprays that they make out of tiny little styrofoam balls, and then they dip them in like red paint and glitter over the holidays, like it's supposed to look like berries.
Okay.
Well, it's a real plant, and they're fuchsia colored, like a fuchsia pink color, and they are like that. It's weird. It's a living plant. You touch them, and it's like so bizarre. Guess for homeschool mom. Yes. Okay. Wells Creek calming roll on. Yep. Stress relief is great. Yeah, and the soaks too, like we were talking about before, doing that, but maybe do Epsom salt. Make green mint jelly.
Is that what you're asking for Christmas, Shawnee? Because you're homeschool mom.
Yeah, right.
No. A substitute teacher.
That's right. I was going to say, when I was a homeschool mom, okay, what do you want for Christmas? I'd like a clean house and a nap. Those are those would be the best gifts for me. Right. I don't have to clean the house, and I get to go have a big long nap.
Yes.
Even sometimes like you ask the person first because you don't know dietarily what their house is like, but if you're a person that's really good at cooking or being, chef, frozen dinners, like family sized dinners are a pretty good one. But do ask the family because, this day and age, we all have our sensitivities and from the garbage that they put into our food. And
so why not make homemade frozen dinner?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If you're a cook or a chef, to do that for.
But you might have, you go, okay, well, I'm going to make a mac and cheese. Oh, well, this one is allergic to milk, and this one is allergic to cheese, and this one can't have wheat. Yeah. So you're like,
yeah. So you have to ask. I've done that before, like with moms, even coming home with new babies. I ask them, I'm like, what do you like to eat? What, and how do you like to make it for your family? And I will make you guys that.
He's made CR's made with odds and ends.
Made with bits and bobbles.
I feel like I made mine with odds and ends and bits and bobbles too. Actually, most days.
There's only one gift. Yes, my mother never liked that either, Anne. And I have to say now at my age, I don't either. And I imagine Shawnee wouldn't like that either if candles bother her. If she's getting
Yeah,
random.
if someone is delivering something to me and they're wearing perfume, I can smell it on the stuff that they delivered to me. Like I'm really sensitive to it.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
I don't mind if they buy me perfume as long as you buy me
The one
my perfume.
Right, right. The one you wear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, Anne says hers just stay in the cupboard and get old. Yeah, and that's expensive. Like that's sometimes an expensive gift. So you might as well. I'd rather have a fruit tree. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Or turn around and keep it for a little while and sell it on Mercari or a website that you guys have near you. We have Mercari here where you can sell those things if you haven't used them.
Serena, he could be actually doing something and listening, so he may not see the chat.
Yeah, he might be working and just listening. The other thing was for people who are creators on YouTube. Maybe tripods. Like sometimes you can get a tripod for under 25.
Not a good one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not a really great one, but like the hand ones, the little handheld ones for beginners.
Mm-hmm.
I got mine for $8 at the thrift store. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, right
well,
now,
thrift store. Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking right now.
The only thing it won't take is a phone.
It won't take a phone. You can get that attachment.
I know.
I know.
I'm too tight.
The other one is, well, this would be more of like you would have to probably gift them a little bit on like a Visa gift card, but towards a subscription, maybe they've been wanting. Or, you know, like some of the things that we use, the apps that we use to edit. Make yourself a note and when you send you some cookies. Ooh, what was that? I missed that one.
Beautyberry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how far
It says
north
it's
they
supposed
grow.
to grow here, but I've never seen it before.
It's more of a tropical. I've never seen it when we go north. Like
I don't know what kind of American beautyberry, Calicarpa americana, is a native plant in Minnesota and grows well.
Oh, okay. Maybe you have
Never
your
seen
own
it.
beautyberry.
I
Does
don't
it
like
look
the
like what
name.
I said?
Why don't you like the name?
Not beautiful about a man. My God.
Beautyberry? Oh, because your name is
Beautyberry. Yes.
Oh, I see. They're more purpley than they are pink. I don't know why I was remembering.
Right.
I think you know what? I think it's because the jelly turns out a little bit like fuchsia-ish, like magenta-ish. I didn't realize that it goes up that far, but we have them. Like they use them as a regular perennial, or like landscape down here.
This is what it's showing me for what's supposed to grow here.
Yeah, that's the one I put. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I get your description. You described it to the T with the styrofoam balls.
Styrofoam balls. They feel like it too.
It's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, they feel like it too. It's
I've
so
never
bizarre.
seen it before.
Oh, you got really a food ad too? Oh, I'm so sorry, creative. I'm so sorry, CR. So yeah, maybe it will.
What would I want as a content creator for Christmas? That's a good question.
Yeah.
The tripod thing, probably to hold my phone out, because I don't have that.
You don't have one like just to hold in your hand?
No, I can show you what I use.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having that too, Duncan. Or at least new muscles. Because I did find out that might be why being on the gabapentin for as long as I've been on it, that might have been why my muscles went pretty lax over the last couple of years. Like I can't bend down and get back up hardly at all anymore.
A computer would be nice too, actually.
Oh yeah,
computer would be good. So if you could see this, it's a piece of wood that has a slot in it, so I don't have to hold my phone.
Oh, okay.
I
so
use
that for filming?
Yeah, when all my stuff in my kitchen, you know how it's on my cutting board? I just set my phone right in front of it like that. But this is how I watch YouTube because I can't stand holding my phone. I have bad wrists.
Oh, that's the one your husband made for you, right?
I played a lot of volleyball and I was in bowling league, so I need something to hold my phone.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, he made that for me like 2 years ago. I use it every day.
Sharon's so cute. Anybody want some cuttings? Hit me up. Hit me up, y'all. Yeah, the gimbal. I have I have a gimbal and it's sitting there because I still need to figure out how to use it properly. Balancing those things is a challenge. Making your phone balance properly and it not going all wacko when you go to use it, moving around in weird ways. Plus, a lot of the phones now have a stabilizer on their phone, which Maureen, showed me where ours is, and yeah, that helps with that. But yeah, I'd like to learn to use the gimbal that I have. I don't know if it's like a great one. They always go with an app too, so sometimes it's not the gimbal, it's also the app that's a problem. But yeah, there was that, and also this for people though with cameras, filters. If they didn't get filters with their camera, sometimes you can get filters inexpensively for that certain type of camera they have. And it helps, like polarized filters and things like that for when they're filming outside. My kit came with one, but do you think I used my Canon N50? No, because I don't quite know how to do that either. I just haven't been able to devote the time to all these things. Can't ask for any gift right now. Got an expensive laptop. Yes, that's right. You got your new computer. Yeah, I actually, the big expensive gift I asked for, but didn't really press for. I just, as an aside for our anniversary, I was like, we really could use a new oven.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of time after, especially melting the aluminum foil in it the first year Mom was here. I've never done anything like that in my life. Ever cooking. I mean, I've outboiled something because I forgot about a kettle when I was younger and burned the bottom of the kettle before, but I've never had a turkey almost, create a fire in my oven. Oh, a hockey puck on a tripod for a reel. Oh, for real. How does
Like
that
to hold
work?
up a phone.
Yeah, but I'm
What
trying
he's
to think.
talking about.
I use a hockey puck on a tripod, like on the bottom, as its base. Yeah, I have stuff. Do you think, I can remember it, or the thing doesn't hold it the right way? I know, isn't that terrible, Anne? Can you imagine how I felt? Here's Mom. I'm making a traditional dinner, and I almost catch my oven on fire. The first
That's
year.
how it goes, though.
Yeah, I think it is. I
That's
think
how it
that's just
works.
life.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. But it doesn't really seem like I've got a lot to say tonight. I did have quite a few ideas, but I think we went through them. I sure thought the
That was
side
quick.
chat would be talking more.
Has
Have more
anyone
ideas.
started thinking about gifts yet?
Yeah, has anybody pre-planned any gifts yet? I mean, I've already, yeah, I can't.
I still have not started making any.
Yeah, I got my daughter.
Do you have a lot of gifts to make, Shawnee?
I didn't write that list yet either to decide who's getting a gift or not.
Right. That's what I need to do,
I've been
actually.
buying, the toy store closed in our town, so I bought toys on discount and they're stashed for my kids. I don't buy anybody else's kids' toys. And
Right.
then I bought 2 pieces of clothing. One I gave to the person already. One I'm gonna really try not. This is my thing. I can't just hold on to it till
I hate that too.
Christmas. How am I supposed to hold on to it this
I
long?
hate that.
So I like to have everything the week before, because then I'm
Right.
like, okay, I can 1 week, Shawnee. You could do this. Don't tell them. Don't give it to them.
I'm the
Otherwise,
same way.
I'm like,
I'm
here,
the same way.
Aw.
I get that way too. I get too excited.
not good with the waiting thing.
Me either. Or I have misplaced, last year, could not find for the life of me our Christmas pajamas for Malachi and I, and the bottoms for my husband. Looked everywhere. Everywhere.
Stashed them so good.
I must have, or Malachi did. I don't know, but I was cleaning up something else, and here they were in this corner that I know I checked because I went through all the boxes that were in that corner. Oh, so is Anne. That's why we're all friends. The other thing, I was mention these, but we are fortunate that my husband works with a a pastor of a church, and really the guy has his doctorate, and he works. He also has another whole job and works with my husband as like a lawn tech. And at his church monthly, they do like a huge giveaway of, it's basically whatever this non-for-profit brings in. And, everybody's welcome in the area to come by. It's not just, certain people. And he invites my husband. And so he'll give him boxes of food items for my husband. Well, inside the food items were bags of toiletries and then other food items that like we're not going to eat, like, but a homeless person might, like the Vienna sausages. I've got this is like a shelf, like it's all shelf stable for them. Like, and then I already had these from my prep. I keep all the little restaurant, utensils with the napkin and the salt and pepper, and then the oatmeal. So they've got like a breakfast, and then they have like a meal and a snack. And then it also, what was cool was there was socks. So I made up boxes with that, with all the toiletries. It comes with a razor and a comb, and then also these little laundry soaps. So they could go in, to a place and wash their clothes, maybe or even just their t-shirt, just something to freshen them up and fill their belly. Because from having from being a teacher, but also from having drug problems in the family, I never want to be responsible for giving somebody enough money that they binge and kill themselves with it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to. I'm always concerned when I give somebody who's homeless, because there are so many social services down here. And I had a student who was a social worker that she said if they wanted to be in a place, they could be. If they needed things, there's definitely outlets for them. Hey, Tien. It's usually drugs is why they are out on the street, or, mental health problems to where they can't handle being in a place. But I just don't want to be the person that kills that person because, my couple of dollars gave them enough to go out and, shoot something up. So I wanted to do the bag thing. I wanted to do blessing bags. I couldn't even think of what they were called. Shawnee was the one who was like, "Oh, blessing bags."
Blessing
Oh my
bags,
gosh,
yeah.
yes, that's what we would call them. But too, like the nursing homes, I used to make, and I would love to make them this year, just little things. And I've told you guys about them, like pins for them to wear, like a little button for that holiday. I made roses one year for Valentine's Day with, a little ribbon on it and looked like a real rose. Hey, Howie, and some essential oil that smelled like rose. And they all loved them. I did like a button one for fall that looked like a flower in fall colors.
Neat.
And like just delivered them and, visited with the people. But things like that too, like community during this time of year, and even maybe keeping it for past this time, because, they might get more this time of year. I carry those bags. I carry a box of them in my car now in the back.
Wow, that's awesome.
So we can always like refresh it.
We have free little libraries. Usually have a website, and you look up your zip code and it tells you where they're actually located, if the person that built it registered it.
Right.
And so if you're cleaning out your books in your house, no matter who they're for, you can drive around and fill these little libraries. And then mostly schools or churches have the same concept, but with food. Now it's trickier in my climate because we're now in freezing temperatures. You might have to call them directly and have it just dropped off. But remember to give this season. Giving is the point of it.
The season giving. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, we have one of those. They just installed it. I haven't checked it out yet. They put it right up near our community pool. We have a library now. We have one of those boxes. So yeah, that's a great idea, actually.
Yeah, all the builds are different and unique, and sometimes it's at a bank, sometimes it's at a house.
Yeah.
There's some that I know they never have kids' books in them.
Mm-hmm.
And some I know do, and we always take one with us to put back in the box.
Right.
But it's free. Yeah.
Right. We have an organization here that they put they oh my gosh, I have to cough now.
I love that idea, Serena. She used the 2 boxes of brownie mix from Sam's Club and made her own sugar cookie dough and made those brookies for the homeless and put them in food gift bags and peppermint kisses. That's really
nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, the good stuff. I love those.
What they do is they put on a Christmas dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez. For some reason, I don't know if it was before Christmas or if it was after Christmas, but they would do for some reason, I feel like it's after. But anyway, one of the main things is that at this full-on turkey dinner, and it's a bunch of community churches, they'll all kind of band together to contribute to it. But what they end up giving everybody as they go home is a portion of flour and rice and beans and like a whole bunch of food, because like up here, if you are on social assistance, they give you your check I think in the first week of December, so you get it early so you can go buy some Christmas gifts and your Christmas food and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the next one you get is at the end of January. And so in those 2 to 3 weeks after Christmas, it's like you've spent all your money early and then you're not going to get any more. So it's like they love to give out staples to help in that period of time. And that's why I think it was for after Christmas, like that they would put on this, and they would have gifts brought in for the kids and stuff like that as well. So it would be like a real Christmas dinner, but you would go home with a bag of groceries that would help to tide you over.
That's great. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not just a one night thing that it continues to give.
Mm-hmm.
I like that a lot. Yeah, and I've noticed them going up to. We're fortunate here that we have a lot of course, websites, and for the kids we have Carter's, and they're always having sales. In fact, I think they have a lot of them during the holidays. But yeah, it's crazy how things are going up in price. Is that something you know how to do, Anne? That's another one. We do give pajamas to our grandkids. We usually give them matching pajamas. That's our thing for Christmas, is we send out matching pajamas for all 3 of the boys. Oh, you haven't bought them in years, so it's a shocker. Yeah. And we have like places called Marshalls and TJ Maxx here, and sometimes they have pretty good deals. But I miss, like, my mom would get us like Land's End stuff, and it would last forever. I can't necessarily afford Land's End. I will sometimes get for the kids, not myself. It's called Hannah Anderson, and hers are like really nice, thick cotton. The weave is really good, so they last a while. Oh, there you go. Okay. So you can get custom pajamas are really nice. There you go. Hey, I wouldn't mind some custom PJs. Uh-oh, your coffee cup is empty. Don't let Marissa hear you say that. You'll get the no.
Yeah, our food banks are really high in Canada right now. It is not good. It is not good.
Yeah. Call it charity. That's why I deleted that.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's not worth seeing. I love that idea, though, Anne, that you have somebody in your life who can do that. That's really nice. My mom was more the sewer. I've sewn a couple things, but not a lot. Yeah. Yeah.
I've been a sewer in my life, which I'm shocked. When I look back at pictures, I can sew?
I think you forgot.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Like I stop and I go, I can do that. Oh, I used to make matching dresses for my 3 girls, right? And and have little crinoline things underneath them, and I would do And then my neighbor, they brought over fabric, and they said, would you, here's the pattern, here's the fabric, would you sew my daughter's grad dress? And I was like, oh, okay, no, that's a little bit out of my off my pay grade, but I did end up sewing it, and it worked out. It was fine, fit her well. But I actually stop and I go, I know how to sew, or I go, I know how to crochet.
Right.
And then I think, oh yeah, I know how to knit and crochet, because I used to, again, crochet. I can crochet. I did some pretty incredible things, and I go, I don't think I really know. I don't think those things are, it's like way back in the back.
Right. Food forest permaculture. It's a shame that there are people that get in the way of that. We can definitely pray about that. That's for sure. And do what we can locally. So true. What's interesting is we always thought it was everybody else's government, but now we know it seems like every government.
Mm-hmm.
Any higher ups take for them first.
Mm-hmm. Tian, you can sew and weave apparently. Well, that's good. I'm hoping to learn how to weave this winter, but as the days keep coming past me, I think, oh, you're not going to get that weaving project in there, Maureen. But
yeah, I learned to crochet during 2020 when I had a little time to do it, when we were all at home. So I made Hannah a blanket, but I had all cotton because I'm like down here in Florida. We wear a lot of cotton because it breathes, and I think it was like 4x4. It was a thinner. It wasn't too thick. It wasn't too thin, but it was all cotton. So when you're doing it, it just seems like, how do you say it? It's like a tighter weave. You know what I mean? Like it takes more to get the pattern. So yeah, it took me a while, but I'm glad I made it. She's got something that I've handmade.
Yeah, I did. I think I did I knitted. I think I knitted a blanket for the boy I was seeing in high school.
Yeah.
So Maureen can sew, and so cool.
I have a question for Serena. Where are they going to plant it? They're homeless.
Have you ever had a conversation with someone who's homeless? Serena?
I've been homeless myself too.
Have you asked them that? If they want to learn how to grow? And how they're going to get it?
Yeah, exactly. They have to have a place. They do have usually local city gardens.
Oh,
they're not free here.
Yeah, but I don't know what they are to join. And usually people have to live in the city and have sometimes an address to participate in things like that.
And tools and resources and.
Wow, $1 billion is given for the poor in this, and we're in the same town, right? We're on the same island.
Yep. Yep. And that's that type of
happens
government
here in the States too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Happens here, happens everywhere, no matter what type of government.
And then you go here, and I want more of your money. Oh, you're
that's why I would say charity, because it's not just kindness or loving another human being.
The mayor pulls up in a $30,000 SUV.
Yeah, they're more than that now.
I was just gonna say 30, 60.
They're 130 to 100. Yeah, they're ridiculous now. What used to be that price?
I'm driving my Eddie Bauer Ford Explorer. No.
Hey, I had an Eddie Bauer Ford Explorer.
I loved those back in the day. Dating us. I don't even know. Do you remember that, Shawnee? The Eddie Bauer Ford Explorers? That was like.
I'll have to look it up. I don't know.
It's before
said Eddie Bauer Ford Explorer.
Okay, we'll just go with an Escalade. Fuck
why is it called Eddie Bauer? It's really ugly.
The designer Eddie Bauer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought Eddie Bauer was a hockey player.
He might have been, but he has his own stores with outdoor.
The Cadillac Escalade. I mean, come on, really.
That's really
sad. Drive a Pinto. I don't care.
Yep.
It makes me mad. Money's going to the wrong place. Sorry for the 4-letter word. I didn't mean that.
Yeah. It's okay. I
Makes
didn't
me
hear it.
mad. This money goes to the wrong place.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
And we have no place to say anything about it, apparently.
I would love to
Mhm.
do that, Serena, but in all honesty, I can't even get into my own, so I don't know how I would be able to do that. But I think that's a great idea. You could maybe contact your city and see if they have anything like that available for your local homeless.
Yeah, they'd need a bus pass to get to their lot, to get to their community garden.
Right.
And then
And then you don't know necessarily what you're dealing with as to why they're homeless too. Like how you're giving
if
them
they have
tools that can also be weapons. 'Cause
And if they have any addictions.
yeah, addictions that they might
Perfection
take to things
baking.
like, yeah. It's a great, like wonderful
very.
idea from the heart. It's just
Hi, Andrew.
logistically, there's some things there that you would have to do.
Perfection baking. I'll give all the kisses to the kitties, including this one.
Oh,
I'm afraid
yeah.
of
I hate that, Anne. There are ones too for autism that do that. And that's why, yeah. And other things that exactly the people that are heading it up make millions of dollars.
Yep.
Mhm.
Well, the the one that is a color, and then the emblem of the Savior,
Mhm.
what he died on. That one is one of the worst ones to give to.
Oh, like the one
They
that's
are-
out during the holidays?
No. It's the color. Like it's so they're the name of their place is the first is a color. And then
Got it.
Mhm.
Got it.
And then it's a yeah.
I was like,
got it.
wow, Carol, wow, did you even listen? No.
My brain heard colors, so I'm like, what colors?
Okay.
Not-
There's
I
so
heard
many
the S.
colors.
And I heard the other
Color.
one. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, so it's the what?
Yep.
Yeah. They are the worst ones to give.
start hearing colors. Just let us know.
Yeah.
We'll
Oh,
call
yeah,
somebody.
that would be tricky, right? I've gotten
Mm.
into resin. Yeah, the resin. I know. I think that's so cool.
Amen, Robert.
Hey, Andrew. Thank you for coming in. Hey, Perfection Baking. Good to see you. Oh, yeah.
I
we'd
went and
like
had
that.
ice cream. That's why I had my camera off. I couldn't stand it anymore because I know that there are brown butter chocolate chip cookies in their ball form in the freezer right beside me, and it was like hard not to just go and take one of them out. So I gotta go get some ice cream or something.
Yeah, I have ice cream in the house and I have whipped cream in the house, and I had made brownies last night, and I had in my fridge, in the back of my fridge, cherries that were soaked in Irish whiskey along with pecans, and I threw those in the brownies, and it's kind of like chocolate Irish whiskey cake. It's delicious.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Ooh.
No community, my
I love that, Tiara. This was so sweet. My stomach is empty, but my
heat-
heart feels full
your
here. I love
the
it.
blower motor burnt out. Good grief.
What? Ooh, what?
Andrew's blower motor burnt out
Oh no.
because he was constantly having to
Yeah. Hold
do
on.
his own power, but now they have power.
Let me look on my heater monitor. The blower motor burnt out thanks to the power. Oh, yeah. Power outages can. Oh my gosh, we had that with our AC. That happened with a
Look
part
at this next one.
just from brownout.
Is it Miss
Oh,
Sharon? Yeah, I know.
I just want to say,
My
grrr.
stomach hurts when I read that. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I can't stand that. We have that issue here too. And the thing is, we turn whatever we don't use in our house, we turn it around and give it to other people that we know might need it. And always with the, hey, if you don't need it, pass it on to somebody else.
Yep. Wow, and she's been caught multiple times.
Oh my goodness, that's terrible.
So
Good
I
night,
can
Tian.
cut her hands off for stealing.
Yeah. Good night, Jen.
My husband and I were talking about like we should bring
The
back
old
some of
days.
the things that we used to do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right?
Change your name to Stumpy.
Oh my gosh.
That's not funny. Why are we laughing? What?
I didn't laugh. I'm just thinking like then
I'm
you're
not
like
laughing.
then you're like wearing your crime for sure. Like everybody's gonna be
Yes.
like, oh
Yes, we need to go back to that so that it teaches people.
yeah, but then it's like you do have the people that have disabilities who are born that way and they're gonna get incriminated coming out with like maybe just one hand and they're gonna be like, oh no, born this way. It's
No.
warm outside because it's 10 degrees. Oh good golly, Andrew.
I'm dying at 34 degrees right now.
Oh, come on. Tough enough.
No.
Yeah, if it's near a shelter and where it can be watched over and there's kind of a background check situation happening, so you know that they're not going to be going and selling the items that you need to do the gardening.
Here's what breaks down to my answer with this conversation, real quick. Homeless shelter should have a garden. Church should have a garden. The school
Yes.
should have a garden. The
I agree.
library should have a garden.
Yes.
You should have a garden. You should have a garden, and you should have a garden.
You all get a garden. You just gotta do
Okay.
the work.
But all those places, the homeless should have, okay, so all those places should have one or two people who are willing to
They have to have
volunteer
volunteers,
a couple
yes.
hours
That's hard.
to show, to just nurture those people to nurture those plants.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I mean, it really should.
It takes
Yeah.
time.
Well, even
Oh, I
in,
know, and a lot of resources, but
Mhm.
yeah, even in churches,
You know,
though,
you should do
and
something for them.
Maureen will tell you this. It's 10% of not just those that give that go to the church, that give back to the church financially to support the bills of the church. Like that tax exempt doesn't have like it's not worth much if they don't have any money coming in. And a lot of the churches don't have money coming in right now, the smaller ones. And then they're expected to give out into the community. But when it comes to also those who volunteer within the church and their time, it's 10% or less of the people there that give up their time to just serve the church, not even just serve outside doing ministries from the church itself.
Yeah.
It's just that's the day and age that we're in.
Yeah,
That people
nobody
are
wants
being
to
worked to
volunteer
the
anymore.
bone.
Yeah.
It,
And
it's
then
just
like there's a
ahead.
guy that gardens in Florida and he's on church land, and so there's a certain percent of what he makes from the crop that he gives to the church. He has to.
Right.
It's like his rent.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can't. That's the thing too. I found out because of that tax exempt status, they can't sell things legally. Like that's a whole separate thing that would have to be taxed. Like it's really complicated when you get into that. Because I even asked the pastor, they are sitting on agricultural, like dual purpose land where that church is. And we were having that great conversation, finding out that, oh yeah, he likes to grow stuff inside. He's all for like gardening and I said, well, then why aren't we doing
Mhm.
starts at the church and selling starts? He's like, with our tax exempt status, we could get in big trouble with that. We're not
Right.
allowed to do that.
We need to
And I was
rewrite
like,
the rules.
yeah,
We
right?
do a plant sale at our church, and the ladies all donate. Like they all make
Yeah.
a point of having these, but usually that money it's going to something specific.
Yeah, that's
whether
the
to
same thing
help.
with bake sales. He says the
Yeah.
government looks the opposite way for like bake sales because he knows it's usually so like maybe kids can go to church
Yeah.
camp or
Yeah.
like you can
That's-
invite kids who don't have the money to go
Mhm.
somewhere to do something.
Yeah.
Or to support a ministry that goes out into the community and does something for the community. But yeah, here it's really, I guess, tricky. And he was like, yeah, he could get in.
It's my time to not be on the internet and this
Okay,
thing.
honey.
So I'm gonna go to the chat on my phone and go lay down. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Night. Thanks for coming up. Almost forget veterans. Yes, they are. Yep. It could be therapeutic. You're right. It could be, but you need the volunteers there, and I think it's a fantastic idea. Yeah, we have to fix. It's more or less. We have to fix the gap that we have in taking care of those with mental illness for homelessness not to exist. They kicked them all out to the curb.
Yeah, they did. That's what they did here because they,
Yeah.
in Vancouver, they had a facility there and they said, we're closing it. And they
Yeah.
just put them out on the street.
Yep. I would set up a homeless person. Yeah.
That would be
And
so
I
good.
love that. That would be so great, Serena. That would be so great. That would be so great. Oops, sorry. I was getting that too. Boilers, heating, monitors, furnaces. I know. I want to remember I live in the middle of. Yeah, you got to teach yourself up there. I bet. So is it a matter of just not having the parts now for the blower? Because they're probably, again, you'll probably teach yourself with access to YouTube and the internet how to fix it, but it's more of accessing the parts is the problem, Andrew. Hey, Gulf Coast Granny, welcome in. All right, Ann, have a great day with your animals and everything. We're going to be ending it soon, probably anyway. You have a great weekend too. We'll hopefully see you. Are you doing your live tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Diva? Okay. I'll see you at Diva's at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And is it 6 your time? No.
7.
7.
I'm 3 hours behind you.
3 hours. I always think because you're off over there near Russia somewhere that it's 1 extra hour. I'm just teasing her. Oh, I did see something I could get for myself for Christmas that also would help Malachi. It's this map of the United States and the world, and it has a little pen, and you just touch the pen, and it speaks to you about those areas.
Oh, then you would know where I live.
Yeah, then I would know. Like, there's either igloos or not up in certain parts of Canada.
No, they are not.
Yeah, they can solve that with how a certain store solved it. Put in, it's called a family restroom that's a single, and it locks. And just that single person goes in there and uses it, and they don't have to worry about choosing between the other two. Yeah, Diva's gonna teach us stuff.
I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna teach how to edit your thumbnails on your shorts.
Yay. Awesome.
Because when you're doing
I don't know how to do that, so I'm excited.
No, and when you upload it, and it'll just pick where, like, before they would just pick whatever, and so you'd be like,
yeah,
you're like,
you always pick the crappiest part, like to show.
They have changed it so that when you do upload it, you can adjust it. But for all of them that are in the past, there is a way that you can go in, click it, and fix it. So that'll be another winter project, where you just sit and start editing them.
I said I could in my comment. It should have
Gulf
said
Coast
would.
Green.
Okay.
Would and could both work.
Yes, it would. I agree.
Well, you just figured it out too. Hey, that's awesome, Shawnee.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Shawnee's figured out, like, her description. I was like, you gotta be kidding. She's even got the little emojis next to her links. Like, it looks like she's been doing this forever when I saw her description. Like yours and hers. I'm like, I want to be a grown-up too. I find to look nice. It's that forethought, and then processing it out is the problem. I get lost along the way.
Me too.
Squirrel.
Well, sometimes it's because I use ChatGPT. So if I have it write stuff for me, it puts some emoticons in there. So I go, I'll keep them.
It does? It even puts little emoticons there?
We'll ask it to. When you're making a description or whatever.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if you learned it from the School of Diva.
Learn my ways, but don't follow me. And don't throw me under the bus.
Oh my goodness. No, you just came in and you're picking up on all of it.
Yeah.
Like, you must have been a really good student in school while I was putting on my makeup and talking to everybody in class.
Passing notes. Yeah.
And passing notes, yeah. And waiting to get to lunch with certain classes. Like, is it lunch? Is it art? Can we go to art or drama yet?
Half the time when I wasn't even in class, it was like, hey, let's go out for lunch. And once we were with friends that had cars, it was like, let's go for, actually, even with our science teacher, we actually said, hey, do you want to go to Burger King with us? And off we went.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Mm-hmm. There was like, it wasn't just it was a group of us with him. So.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I know it was a group of you, but I'm thinking it must have been a small class. How do you take your teacher along? On
No. We were going for lunch. It was lunchtime.
Oh, okay. You could go off campus lunch. Got it. Got it.
Yeah. And then, lunch was longer than an hour. So.
And why does the baker always look for a better job? He needs the dough. I must be a baker. I need some dough too.
Okay, good night, CR. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for staying longer too. That was very
it's
sweet.
your fault why I had to go eat a bowl of ice cream, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to wait for.
The nice thing about going to that vocational school, it was 2 minutes from the interstate.
Oh.
We weren't supposed to leave the
campus, but you did. I never really skipped until my senior year when we could.
But sometimes, fast food sounded better than like, oh, we're having turkey and whatever that other stuff is on your.
I was surprised.
Hey, want to go to Mickey D's? Yeah, let's go.
I was surprised from when I went to high school to when I taught in high school, which was only like a 5-year difference of like graduating college and going and teaching. And Taco Bell was in. I went and did my student teaching in the high school that was our arch nemesis, basically. And there's Taco Bell in their cafeteria. I was like,
wow.
What? I'm like,
yeah,
what? It was crazy. It was great for me as a student teacher back then, but I wouldn't do it now. I'd be so sick now.
They had vending machines.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
Oh yeah, I think we did have we had only a couple of vending machines, not a lot, but we didn't have a cafeteria where you could go and get food. You could, you always went off campus and stuff like that. It was once in a while they would have something that you could buy, but it wasn't an everyday thing. And I just took weird classes where it would be like I have a spare. So it'd be like right after lunch. It's like, well, basically I get a 2-hour lunch and then I have to come back. And so why go back for that last class? I'll just go home. Pretty much.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I was in more classes than my friend Maureen, who I thought was like over there doing like all the assignments. It was just stuck in a row.
No, I in my grade 11 and 12 year, I had very, very lax courses. I took just what I needed to take to graduate. And then everything else was lots of fun stuff.
Yeah, they don't.
I took art. And and I'm not an artist, a visual artist, and I took art in 11 and 12, and it's like,
yeah, they do stay locked down all day now. You're right. Yep. Right.
Wow.
They've done that here too. You sign in and you get buzzed in. Yep.
Wow.
Because of all of those things that have occurred.
Yeah, well, you have to do what you can to protect them, but also it's teaching them that, hey, that's okay. It's for your safety, which it is. That's the truth. But then when they want to bring in something else, it'll be, well, that's just what we do because we grew up doing that.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy. I know. I wish it could be more like it was when we were younger, and also just more of a more innocent time before we knew.
Yeah, the beautiful thing is that we can you're a homeschooling mom. I was a homeschooling mom for most of their education. And so you create that life. My kids don't know the same life that, as they got old, like once they got into the high school, well, then they did see a difference, but they got to have a simple, carefree, childlike life growing up.
Hannah too. If it wasn't, we didn't do busy work. If it was going to be busy work, once she grabbed the concept and she could teach herself, that was that. Wow, Shawnee, you grew up fast. But you and Maureen have turned out pretty awesome. Like for missing all that school, and here I was doing extra, and I don't know what the hell happened. Like I was there extra, a little bit extra. They were for band and scholarship opportunities. I'd homeschool. But yeah. Well, they have here where if they follow the same curriculum in the schools, they can get the scholarship. The homeschool parents, but it's pretty intensive because it's got to replicate what they're doing in public school.
Right, except
Like,
for
the
what they're doing. What they're doing in public school is,
indoctrination.
it's not as but it's not as when I was homeschooling, I would always say to my girlfriend who was a teacher, I'd say, I'm failing my kids, and she goes, Maureen, right now we're just trying to keep them controlled until we get to go to Christmas break or summer break.
Right.
We're just trying to keep them together, keep them sane, because they're just looking outside and when can we go out in the snow? When can we go out in the summer? And we don't have that here in Canada, and not when I was homeschooling my kids. And I do believe our kids can apply for any scholarship that's out there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Not like unless they've changed the rules. Like they could have changed the rules since I was, and we could unschool. We could we used a lot of the curriculum from the Bob Jones University. For my kids.
I tried that with Hannah. That wasn't for her learning style or mine. That's pretty intensive. The books are like, yeah. Kind of stressed me out a little bit, that curriculum. But it's very thorough.
Yeah.
Blanket container, butter bush squash, so it will keep growing and ripening. Tomorrow is supposed to be 67, 77. Dropped to 50 on Monday. Yeah. Some of it. What type of squash is it? Butterbush? Oh, butterbush. You said it. I don't know what butterbush is. I've never grown it. I don't know what type of squash that is. Like, is it like a cold hardy squash, or is it a more of a summer squash? Classmates and myself, we still have each other's back from K to high school and after high school.
That's cool.
Talk and help each other out. Yeah. Well, it's kind of like a smaller community that you grew up with, Angela. That's how it used to be until.
I still have a handful of friends that when I go back to my hometown, that anybody that's going into town, you just say, hey, I'm going to be in town for the weekend. Would you guys all like to meet for lunch? And there's some that I still have real close relationship from kindergarten to grade 12.
Oh, that's awesome. That's right. That was so cute.
They built a snowman.
Yes. Yeah. Is it time to order some more? I used to love when I taught. Oh my goodness, that was like Christmas in the beginning of the year when I would get to order all my supplies for the school year as an art teacher, and it's all art stuff for all the art projects. It was like, woohoo. Problem now is he's still behind. He'll be a senior twice if things don't turn around. Oh no. I hope it does turn around for him. Oh,
how much snow do you have, GT?
I know. Did you get snow too, GT? And I did send you the link in your email this time, GT. I do not know why your email is separated out underneath a different Gmail than. And then Barry's, I can't even find in any of my emails because I lost it in the book somewhere. But I can get it to him through Messenger.
I've given it to you so many times.
I know. Well, twice. Just twice. I wrote it down the second time, and then the book disappeared. I thought I had it, but obviously I wrote it in a different one. I took every art class they had in high school. I was also a junior in high school when they started letting girls take shop. My best friend and I were the first girls in our school. Cool. Yeah, I loved shop, but we didn't have it in high school. We had it in middle school. But I had construction in high school. I took construction class, learned how to wire light, like the basics you learned. how
love
to
that.
mix concrete.
And I'm going to say you can keep that stuff down there, Shawnee.
Yeah. This kid is scored into the gifted program. Yeah, just because they're gifted doesn't mean they'll always perform, at a level you think they will in school. My daughter tested like graduate level, but doing the work itself was so overwhelming. But she always tested really high. And she doesn't realize that about herself, how high she tested, even though I told her, because she still struggled with every day.
It's also the learning style. Like,
different learning styles.
Gulf Coast Granny, it's like, he struggles with math and English because those are not his, and maybe the style that they're teaching him. So it's like, because not every teaching style, it's not a cookie cutter thing with kids.
Yeah. One has its claws at the end of its paws. The other has its paws at the end of its claws.
That's a good one.
You have 2 feet on the. Oh my goodness! Wow. Well, it is Alaska. They're closer to all the little.
They're much closer to Russia than I am.
Yeah, they're much closer to Russia, and you can actually make those little igloos up there if you want to. Especially up near Andrew, you could probably make one with all his ice and snow. Wow, the real feel is 29. You guys have some serious wind chill. So done with winter already.
What state do you live in, Miss Sharon? Well, that's why I put the flowers out, and I took those in September. And now when I look out there, it's like, everything is gone and it's gray and brown.
Yeah,
Andrew. What makes an artist very sad when he draws a long face? That was me drawing myself in school. I always saw like my face was really long when I would do self-portraits. Probably because I was so tired because I was doing them at 3:00 in the morning to turn in the next day. The self-portraits. The gifted doesn't mean over. Yes, exactly. It doesn't mean overachiever. It doesn't like personality. No. Yeah. It's a hands-on learner. Yep. Give him something to tear apart and put back together. That's how he'll be an engineer, probably. Or something to do with that. Builder, architect.
Wow.
South Carolina's that cold already. I thought about
you're
going
colder
to South
than
Carolina. And then that hurricane went through South Carolina, North Carolina, and Georgia. And I was like, well, maybe not. Thought about Greenville.
Oh, the Cascades are getting up to 20 inches or more, or 20 feet.
Wow. What? 20 feet? Who can live in that? That's crazy.
Yeah, I think it says 20 feet. Yeah.
How do you get out of your house with 20 feet of snow?
It's 44 here. A bit chilly. Yeah, it's a little bit chilly.
I can't even read that. Give ribbon me behind the scenes here. Yeah, you should. Then I would remember it, Barry. It was bacon salad. Hold on, guys. I'm just writing down an email again for, the 3rd or 4th time. I think it's the 3rd.
I think I should do that.
You should have one for your channel.
I'll just make one you can remember, baconsalad@gmail.com.
No, but you should do the one for Storms, Radios, and Cats.
I already have that one.
But that's not for your linking up onto StreamYard, though. I can see the ground. That's how little snow we have. We use all the snow in one spot. That was so cute. No snow here, only solid ice and ground frozen and water too, mainland frozen, ocean trying to freeze. Wow. The ocean is already trying to freeze up there? Yikes. What's the difference between an old penny and a new dime? Inches, not feet in the Cascades. Okay, it's inches. I was like 20 feet. How will you? It's inches, 20 inches. 26 Fahrenheit tonight. I don't know what we are. Where's my phone? It was nice. Like, people would love our weather. I always feel bad saying it because it's like, yeah, Carol.
Let's just say 65.
It's actually no, we're actually 55, but probably feels like 50. So we got a wind chill. Got a wind chill going on. 7 mile an hour to 16 a mile an hour gusts.
I'm checking what mine is.
We get it all here. Wind, snow, ice, tornado. Oh, ice. Oh no, I do not like ice. Are you inland, Miss Sharon, or are you by the coast? If I can ask. Yeah, the hurricane thing was crazy. And then drought and 105 feet. Maybe I'll just stay here.
We're supposed to get those. I don't know if they call them hurricane bombs again. We're supposed to be getting another round of it.
Oh, fun.
Mhm.
What? A hurricane bomb?
I don't know what they call them.
Is it where it just kind of the air comes straight down? Or is it like a nor'easter that they get up in the northeast?
Oh, it's called a bomb cyclone.
A bomb
We're getting a bomb cyclone. How is a bomb cyclone and hurricane different?
I couldn't unmute quick enough to tell you what it was. It was like,
what is that?
You brought my yarn. Good. See, now you can make those things like because you are good at that. People always love. Well, I did. I always loved the washcloths that people made me, like my grandmother and stuff. But I liked them, of course, out of cotton because I just like the cotton. I don't know why.
41 degrees here.
9 cents.
Boop,
A diamond,
boop, boop.
10 cents. Penny, 1 cent. 9 cents. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, Serena.
We don't have pennies here in Canada anymore.
Oh no, they're trying to do that here soon too. They've been trying, but it hasn't worked yet. 15 degrees. Yikes, GT. But you are in Alaska, so it does kind of make sense.
however, I do know where one Canadian penny still exists.
Underground.
Where?
Here, I have one somewhere.
I have them. I have some.
Oh goodness, an atmospheric downpour, hurricane winds. Oh, okay. Lovely.
Ours is we have ours called we have an atmospheric river now.
Oh, it's a river.
It's an atmospheric river that's going by.
That off property looked like you had a river that went through it, even though the land stays wet. I was like, oh my gosh, I thought we got wet. Whoa.
Yeah. I'm trying to muster up the courage to go. I'm just going to order those tall, wide calf muck boots.
Yeah.
And, so that I can actually walk in and get some work done.
I like the boots that come with the little handles on the side. If I was up in an area that got really muddy, I would want those for sure. Because sometimes it sucks you back in the mud.
Yes.
And you need like maybe that little extra
to take my boot with me. The problem, like, because it's like I could look at some gum boots or rain boots, but it's difficult part with that is it's going to be ice cold in there.
Okay. Oh my goodness, that's horrible.
Yeah, I think our or actually ours were by kilometers, so it wasn't that fast, I guess. It was like
just so cold up where Andrew is to have all that kind of wind with the cold, and then you don't have no power and no water. Like that's a lot. It's kind of like the opposite of when a hurricane just devastates, things here, and it's the heat of summer. You've got the cold. But at least you can only get too naked here. And you can't usually walk around like that you can get arrested. So up there you can just keep layering on. Here people go into heat stroke.
Or drone, Shawnee.
Top northwestern corner. Oh, okay. Look for Clemson. Yes, that's actually around where I was looking. I was looking around the Clemson University and Greenville area. Okay. Or Duke Energy. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, we have. I thought we just had one reactor up in Port St. Lucie. Turns out, nope, we've got quite a few.
Uh-huh.
You need long grabber arms. Yes, I have one of those because of snakes here.
They're,
There you go.
we're a little bit closer to reactors ourselves here. I didn't realize how close.
That would actually be
I
fun.
try
to
not
fun.
to think about those things.
No boots. Easy to slip off if I fall through the ice. A lot of weight in winter gear. You don't wear. What do you? Wait, you don't wear boots? What do you put on your feet then? Up there. It's not tennis shoes because you'd slide all over. What do you wear on your feet then, Andrew? But that makes sense not to have a lot of.
Oh, years ago.
Oh, his boots need to slip off easy. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I think is what he means in case he falls.
Say
Right.
snowshoes.
That's terrifying to think about.
Yeah, I'll get on that. I'll get a crane and a helicopter to get the coffee sacks
There you
in.
go.
That's going to be
I like
way-
the little that idea. Oh, I've got to find that picture.
and the grabbers. Yep.
Yep, the grabbers are a great idea. Why didn't
Mhm.
I think of that? Yeah, with how I can't squat down that well anymore.
I still have to go and pull all the plants and the weeds out, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. How do I'm trying to figure out like how what Shawnee was
They
saying.
wear
Like,
mucklucks.
find a picture to share it. I don't know how to do that on my computer. In my picture library.
Well, you have to find the picture and then select it, and it'll open it up in another window by itself, and then select that new window it just opened.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna see if it'll
It's-
open it up. And
That's
then
all the same
present.
windows.
It disappeared as soon as I hit the present button. Let me
Oh,
see.
it never came up here. I never saw it. Good
No,
night,
I mean it.
Passamaquoddy. Good
No,
to
I mean
see
I
you.
opened. Oh, good night, Passamaquoddy. Thanks for being in the bushes, hon. No, I opened a picture, not in StreamYard. I opened it on my computer. So
Mhm.
Oh,
hold on.
okay.
I'm trying to. There it is. I think I've got it. But it's going to probably show more stuff than I want to show. All right. Can I make it? I don't know if I can move this so I can see what you guys are looking at. Okay. It's here. Let me see if I can blow it up bigger. Wait, why isn't it added to the stage? It's going to be hard to see, but in front of this lady's shoes, there is this, you see this red
Sorry.
and black thing right before that little
Right,
orange
yeah.
stepping stone. That's a coral snake stuck right in between her doorstep and a stepping stone.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why
Oh.
we have those little grabber things because yeah, Florida does have snakes.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we've only had the black racers, make their way in and mostly around our property. Cheese pumpkin supposed to be ripe by December 15th, but we had 3 nights in a row. Oh, and harvested it. I'm wondering though, Serena, next time if you can do the greenhouse method like they've done over on Roots and Refuge, where she has used what do you call it? The clear plastic boxes and put it over her plant. Like as long as it still needs like maybe some air holes, right? So it can have airflow or no?
I've got clear boxes over mine, right?
Yeah.
In my garden. And hush up, Robert.
Oh no, he's starting up again in the bushes.
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I don't see him anywhere, but now I know.
No.
Yeah, you know what.
But the thing is that it's also about the ground getting cold, right?
Right.
So a pumpkin doesn't necessarily grow in cold soil.
No, very venomous, very neurotoxic. Coral snakes are neurotoxic. Milk snakes are non-venomous. Milk snakes.
Thank you, GT.
Thank you, GT.
He
Appreciate
said,
it.
I watched them both. That was really kind of you, GT.
Very kind. Oh, by the way, can anybody explain to me the new Korean heart? Is it like, what is this? I saw somebody doing that and they said, oh, that's the new trendy Korean heart. It's like, but they didn't put their hands together. Somehow this is a heart. I guess because it's crossed. Maybe these are hearts right there.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
I saw it somewhere online and it was like, how is that a heart? But now I think I see it now that I'm doing it. When your fingers are crossed over, it forms a heart.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Ah, got it. Just need
Oh,
to
look at that. So smart.
once in a while. Yep. No. Gosh, now you made me forget
stop
it.
that right now.
No, wait. Let me get the picture.
So I think you can leave it on the table, not on the cabinet. I don't know. Like I have put some of the things in where they're getting some sunshine on them, and they do seem to change their color. So,
It's
thank
not.
you very
It
much.
has the yellow stripe in between all the colors, Serena. Red on yellow, kill a fellow. Red, this one did not have red on black. It has the yellow stripes in between the colors. So red on yellow, kill a fellow. It had the yellow. But yeah, red on black, venom black is the correct. But that one is I would say no, that one is definitely a coral snake. Because I've seen the other ones. We've had a scarlet king, like a small one in our backyard. And yeah. Oh, okay. You saw your first one. That's weird because I know they're supposed to come every half hour and I thought you were in here longer. But maybe you just timed it right. But yeah. Yeah, that was so scary thank God that lady looked.
Come here, dog.
Yeah, just leave it on your table.
I'm grateful to not live in a place that has those kinds of things.
Yeah. I'm not really happy about it. But I've got great weather to keep all those reptiles alive. Oh, okay. It's already a cream color. It just has a green stem. That sounds pretty. I love those like creamy colored pumpkins and squashes during the holidays. Like I like that look where they do that with the silvers and the whites and the greens and the different shades of greens. It's pretty.
Careful.
Instead of doing like just the typical orange and fall colors where they do. It's just like all shades of greens and creams. All right, guys. Well, we're at 2 hours and thank you so much for all my guests who came up on the panel and of course all my friends and family who are participating with us tonight. I've been told that side chat can be offensive and I don't want to just call you the side chat. So we need to think of a happier name for you.
I want everybody to put their hands up in here that feels that uncomfortable. Doesn't like side chat. Who's here in the chat that doesn't like side chat?
Yeah, because I don't look at it as I look at it as you're on the side of my computer where the chat is. You're not aside from,
Hey, I would rather be called side chat than side guy or side chick.
Yeah, or side piece.
Or side piece, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and thank you to Miss Sharon who was sharing out everybody's channels. Thank you for being just the awesomest mod in YouTube world.
Fantastic. Yes. And for those of you who hang in the bushes and get trolled.
GT says we are the chat.
They're the chat. Yes. My friends and family
are
chat.
The chat.
That's
waiting
right.
for Robert to say something in the bushes.
Can't see you, Carol, right at the end.
Yeah, thank you, Barry, for coming up. And Maureen, as always, the Sunshine Followers. I don't know. That makes me, I don't know. Are you sure? Because that sounds like I'm running a cult. Sunshine, we're the followers.
We will follow the Sunshine Followers.
Oh, wait, as people are going, let me see if I can get it. Now that you told me how to do the present, I don't know if I'll do it next time. When you do the thumbnails, maybe next week we can talk about logos on mine. Like
I will
different apps.
not be here next Saturday.
Oh, I will not be here next week at all. I won't be here for Friday.
Oh, that's right. It's Thanksgiving. What am I thinking? We might not be doing lives at all anyway because it's Thanksgiving next Thursday here in the States.
The side chat
Okay.
Avenger is not amused, he said
Okay.
from the bushes.
He said Sunshine Followers is a cool one. I'll have to think about that. I don't know. That's sweet though. I'm even weird about like what audience. Somebody said your audience. I'm like, then I feel like I'm supposed to be
my
like,
friends and family.
more entertaining. That's what I said, friends and family tonight.
Or just Sunshine Family.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or the
Sunshine
Sunshine
Peeps.
Family. Mhm.
Sunshine Family.
It's like
I like
Dark
that.
Rock.
Yep. Oh, I adore Paul. All right. Well, good night, everybody. Thank you
Good
also
night.
for Shawnee coming up and also contributing to tonight. Oh, little sunshiners. I love it. Keep them coming. That's so cute.
That's
Have a
good
good night,
one.
everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night at Diva in the Dirt at 10 p.m. Eastern.
7 o'clock Pacific Standard.
Thank you. All right. Have a good night, and then we'll see you at
Good
Barry's on
night.
Sunday,
Good
too, if you can make it.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.
Adios.
Buenas noches.